Goddamn.
God help us.
We're brothers, we're happy and we're singing and we're colored. Give me a high five.
Take two. Welcome to another edition of Bro Talk Live, the best show on the internet for you by us. Bro Talk, we always on the mark. Let's kick it to my main man, Dex. What up, bro? Long time no see. How you been?
Yeah, really good. So quick story, real quick. 2020 started off. We haven't been on since 2019. So 2020 started, and it's been like not a bad year, but it's really I just personally haven't been motivated like at all. Like this year, it's been crazy. Like I haven't been motivated to do Bro Talk stuff, industry friend stuff. I've just been very like, all right, like whatever. So a couple weeks ago, one of my friends, he just started like an online like boutique. So he had some merchandise. So I'm like, oh, of course, if you're my friend, you put something out, I'm gonna purchase it. So I bought a shirt. He texted me and he was like, your shirt, there's a mistake on your shirt. Like the manufacturer messed it up. So like we're gonna fix it and all that kind of stuff like that. I'm like, okay, cool. Like we'll figure that out like when we have to. The same day or later on that day, which is Monday, I got the shirt. I noticed that it says positive energy only, but there was an I missing in the word positive. So I'm like, oh, that's kind of weird or whatever, but like it is what it is. It can be a gym shirt when I decide to get back into the gym.
I just noticed it. I was looking at the shirt. I'm like, it's not that shirt. What shirt is it?
Yeah, it's this one. It's positive energy only, but it's missing the I. So they're saying this is last Monday. So then I go home from work or whatever after receiving the shirt, seeing it. I text him about it. I laughed about it, whatever. It's like whatever. That same day, a source texted me and said, this is something really good for Bro Talk. And they gave me permission to post it. And it was Spike Lee getting denied entry into Madison Square Garden, which we're going to get into a little bit later in the show. So I posted, and then like almost immediately, like it just started to blow up. Like my phone started to shut down. I noticed Michael Rappaport retweeted it, Jamel Hill.
First of all, don't quote Michael Rappaport as the sign that we made it. Like, come on, let's have a little more.
Just saying, like that was just one of the ones that just, like I popped up or whatever, and I'm just like, okay, this is cool. The very next day, I'm sitting at work, like kind of excited. I was like a bit on a high, and I get a text message that says, "Turn on First Take if you can. They're going to talk about your story on there." So I turned it on. Spike Lee's on there, and one of the things that he said was, if it wasn't really for this video like been put out there, like people wouldn't really believe me. Like, and it's kind of like crazy. And I'm not saying I is just in Dexter, but like I realized that I have to remain positive and all. Like I just have to give positive energy. I have to continue to be this person that I am. And because of me, like I, as the team as well, like we gave Spike Lee a voice. Like to me, that's like a really big deal, and it's one of like my proudest accomplishments of 2020. So shout out to Rich, Positive Energy Only, Rich Lancaster. If you guys would like to purchase it, just visit his Instagram, Third Time's a Charm. It's in his bio. This is basically a free ad. But like I'm happy to be back, super positive, super energized, and ready to go with the show.
Will the rest of the shirts have the correct spelling?
Yeah, the rest of the shirts, they'll have the correct spelling. But then again, maybe you don't want the correct spelling. Maybe you can have your I am positive moment like I did.
Okay. That was also Dex taking credit for all of the million streams that we got on that video.
I don't want to have the credit for it because we're a team, and I think it's all of us.
But you took it. Tyler got what up?
I'm good. I don't have a good story like Dex to tell you. Like, I took credit for everything, but
he just went like first things first. I posted that video and it got a million likes.
On me, someone sent it to me. I did it, and I'm happy about
it. So humble, Dex. Bill, what up, bro?
I'm alive in the land of the living. I don't have a decent story like Dex, but I did write a book.
You sure did.
I'm excited about it. Wow. Ooh, I wrote a book. So is that
okay? We didn't hear you.
we heard enough. Well, Bill's book is on sale everywhere good books are sold. And let's kick it to the next guest. We got none other than my man Quincy Q, my boy from Rock the Bells producer at Witness NYC. If you want to check him out on Instagram. Q, what up, bro? How are you, man?
What up, fellas?
What up?
Big fan of the show. I've been
Thanks,
following. Man. I do my Facebooks, but thank you guys for having me. Excited to kick it with you guys. I don't really have a fun story for 2020, but 2020 been kind of weird. It's like a lot of people passing away, and we got the corona, and we got a lot of weird vibes. So
the Rona
I'm hoping that Yeah, I'm hoping as the daylight savings comes around and we get to the warmer weather, it can kind of clear up to 2020 for us. But I'm happy to be here. I'm grinding, and I'm excited to do the show with you guys.
Absolutely. Also, if you want to leave us comments, hit us up Facebook or YouTube. We will get them on the show as usual. We got Quincy, we got Q on here. I'm not going to keep calling you Quincy. We got Q on here because we talking about none other than what Dex was referencing before, which is the big story that Bro Talk Live ended up breaking all across the world. And, you know, this is something that was huge. Dex, how many? Where we at now? 1.6. Is that where we're at? 1.7 million views on this video. Dex, can you hear me?
Yeah.
1.7 million views. Where we at?
1.7 million views. Yep.
All right, cool. All right, this was the video as it played on first day.
No one told me. I'm staying here. Now you want to arrest me like Charles Oakley? Yeah, come on. Oh, you arrest me like you want to shut my hand on my back like Oakley?
So that was the original video. Spike Lee getting held up in the front of an elevator at Madison Square Garden. He went on First Take to clarify.
Here's the story. I've been coming the last 28 years. I've used one entrance.
28 years.
28 years. Plus, the employee's entrance on 33rd Street. My ticket gets scanned. I'm in. And the security guy comes to me and says, we need you to get off the elevator. They wanted me to leave the garden, walk outside, out to 33rd Street, employee entrance where I came from, walk outside, and come back on 31st Street.
Spike wasn't feeling that at all. He also explained that he feels like Dolan had something against him.
You scan my ticket. You can't scan a ticket twice. Also, I know that once you leave a sporting arena event, you can't come back in. So I don't trust these guys, so I'm not going for the Okie Doke. I put my hands behind my back, and I said, arrest me like my brother Charles Oakley.
You feel, it seems to me, you correct me if I'm wrong,
I'm being harassed.
The fact that they wanted to leave the garden.
Hold it, Max. You just said you're being harassed?
Yes. I'm done for the season. I'm done.
Wow, guys. We made Spike Lee stop going to the garden for the year. That's crazy, right? That's crazy. Q, as a native New Yorker, how is this playing in the city?
Well, see, here in the city, here's the thing. In New York, everybody goes hard for everything. Like, I get on the train in the morning and be battling with people just to get a seat or some shit like that. Like, everything is a competition or we just angry. So in New York, the Knicks, it's like the Knicks and the Yankees, right? And then there's like the Mets, the Jets, and all that stuff. So as a native New Yorker, you know that the Knicks is like the mecca of the city. And there's no other face more synonymous to the Knicks than Spike Lee, right? You see the Knicks, you see Spike Lee.
Right.
So in New York, it's like, we gonna ride with Spike. Spike always throws these fabulous like Brooklyn street parties in the summer. Spike is somebody that's really for the culture in New York. You can count on Spike to vouch for the culture in New York. So Spike has never really been in any type of trouble, any type of commotion at the Garden. So I think with the ownership with James Dolan, that's something that Knicks fans aren't happy about to begin with. And then you want to throw probably the face of the Knicks at this point, because I can't name 5 players on the Knicks. So
for real,
it's gonna go straight to Spike Lee when you think of the Knicks. To see him be treated that way, I think New Yorkers was like, nah. So that now when you go to the Garden, you get to sell the team chants and all stuff like that, because how you going to do that to one of your own? If you're not taking care of Spike, how you going to take care of me in section 327?
Exactly. So how far was actually that walk that he was talking about taking? Like, was it a big deal? Like, do you understand what he was saying?
I get, you know what it is? A lot of things is about principle, right? So it just goes back to like, you have the audacity. The walk is not a long walk. You're talking about going from 33rd Street to 34th Street, right? So it's really a block or maybe a half an avenue, right? So maybe 2 blocks at the most if it's an avenue, right?
Right.
So it's really not the walk. It's not the distance. It's the point that, look, I'm Spike Lee. I've been coming here for 30 years. I always come through this door. Now I come here today and you telling me I can't go through the door, and I'm already in the building. So you want me to leave the building, come back out to come in another way? No, I ain't doing that.
And I've paid for these tickets. I'm paying somebody's salary, a couple of people's salary at this point.
Exactly. He's been paying for Knicks tickets for I'm 30. He's been paying for Knicks tickets for 30 years, which is crazy.
They broke it down. They were saying that each year the season tickets is about $300,000 for season tickets that he gets for the Knicks.
Imagine that.
So they did 10 years times that. So that's $10 million.
Right, and he has,
that's $10 million.
He has tickets for himself and his son.
Yeah,
so
that's crazy.
This is, you know what I'm saying? And that's my whole thing is if I'm in the building and I get upstairs and you already scanned my ticket, it's like treating me like a little kid to be like, you know what? No, you didn't do this the right way. Go all the way downstairs, go out the building, and then come in again. And mind you, he's Spike Lee, so it's different for me to go out the building. Don't nobody know who I am. Spike Lee walk out yo, Spike. It's a whole situation if Spike Lee walk down the block in New York City. So it's like, this is really like, you making me uncomfortable. You already scanned that was the best point he had, I think. At any sporting event, if you scan a ticket, you're not allowed re-entry. Once that ticket is scanned, it's done. So you want me to come out, and then when I come back in, it's going to be a whole nother situation about, oh, your ticket was already scanned. We can't let you in. I ain't doing that, bro. I'm here. I'm going to my seat, and that is that.
Bill, do you think he was overreacting? You know, you like to pull like little stunts like this where you call managers and stuff like that. Do you feel like this was an overreaction, or do you feel like Spike was in the right?
Are you asking me?
I'm asking you.
That was nasty. Let me tell you something. Spike was certainly not overreacting. As someone who, you are correct, I definitely will pull a stunt like this. I've done it for a lot less, and I've spent a lot less money than $10 million on any sporting event my entire life. Let me tell you something. If I am spending that kind of money on a team that has performed as terribly as the Knicks have performed over this amount of time, at this point, Spike Lee is an employee.
He can enter the employee.
$10 million, he's part owner. You want to let, if he wants to come in the roof, you ought to tear the dome open and let him in.
Do you think if the Knicks were good, this would matter? You think if the Knicks were good, this would matter, Q?
I think it would. Spike Lee is really, he's literally like the face of the Knicks, seriously. Like, and if the Knicks were good, I think it would be even more of a story because these games would actually mean something. Spike is showing up to games that don't even mean anything. They're not fighting for a playoff spot. They're not really doing anything. So imagine if the Knicks were competitive and this was a big game, and you telling Spike Lee he can't get in for. I think the game was against the Houston Rockets, if I'm not mistaken.
And they ended up winning that game too. That was the funny thing.
Right, and this took over the airwaves. And the Knicks only got about 20-something wins. So imagine if that game mattered. You know what I'm saying? Then I think it would really put this like really on Front Street. Like, come on, Spike can't get into a huge game.
Did you used to be a Knicks? Are you still a Knicks fan, or are you a Nets fan? Because I see you go to way more Nets games now.
Well, here's the thing. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I go to Nets games because that's the more affordable ticket.
Oh, okay, I got you.
That's the thing. Going into the Garden, again, it's the Garden, it's the Mecca. So no matter how bad the Knicks are, it's always going to be the showcase ticket. But I'm not a Knicks or a Nets fan. If you guys have been following me, you guys know I love LeBron. So I'm one of those people that everybody hates. I just go where LeBron goes. So.
You're a traveler.
Yeah, I'm a traveler. You know, that's a whole nother argument for another day. But I think basketball is more about the player than the team. But I don't want to get into that rant right now.
All right. Q, as we all know, is also a producer for Rock the Bells. He works with LL Cool J every single day, which I think is so damn cool. What's the coolest part about working with a legend like Lady Love Cool James?
It's amazing, honestly. I remember growing up as a kid and playing Mama Said Knock You Out. And then the thing with LL is he's transcended during time. So it's like you go from Mama Said Knock You Out, then you got Hush, then you got the joint with J-Lo, then you got Headsprung. So it's like he kind of took me through a whole bunch of different phases of my life. But I mean, working with LL is amazing. Having somebody like that that's hands-on the radio show. We broadcast live every day, Monday through Friday, from 4 to 7 p.m. Roxanne Shante is actually the host of the show. It's the Have a Nice Day show. But LL's imprints are all over it. We're constantly talking to him. We probably go out to LA 4 or 5 times out the year.
I'll be seeing you, yo. You be having them nice fancy dinners in Beverly Hills. I'll be like, dang, man, dang cute.
Humbly, it was a humble dinner, but that day in itself was amazing. It was just like we were actually supposed to go watch a fighter train. I was like, hey, come out to the gym. Let's watch this fighter train. We're like, yeah. We ended up running super early. He's like, hey, why don't you come grab a bite to eat? I'm like, and I'm just dressed like this. I had on a hoodie, hat, like I'm in my chill mode. He's like, yeah, pull up to Beverly Hills. We're going to Mr. Chow. And I'm like, all right. So next thing I know, I'm in Mr. Child with Cool J and
passing around dishes and plates.
Yeah, no, it was really like the most surreal thing ever. You ever have those moments where you be like, how the hell did I get here? Like, what am I doing at this table?
It's funny you say that too, because before we started, we all went to college together and we all were in the mass communications department.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And you were saying that like there's like certain moments and stuff like that where you're like, before you got into the industry, you were like, I'm so jealous that this person is doing this or that person is doing that. When I saw that LL Cool J like sitting at the table with you and Roxanne, I'm like, I'm jealous. Like I'm not getting this. Like that is
like clout. Nice.
Yeah, it was humbling. But like I was telling Jay, it's like, you know, me and Jason used to have a radio show at Lincoln, and that was like kind of my introduction to radio and really getting a hands-on feel for it, being able to speak on air and just getting comfortable with that. So I was telling Jay, like, man, it took me a minute to get to right here. Like, you know, I graduated in 2011. So look, it's 2020 and it's like I'm just now kind of popping off and getting these clout points, and you know, it's kind of cool now, right? But you know, I've been through the trenches. I had a lot of jobs that I hated, a lot of jobs I was embarrassed to even speak about. And then you like log on Facebook, I see Jason doing this thing. I see Dex at the radio show. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, damn, I was in class with y'all. And it's like, I'm over here at fucking FedEx packing boxes and shit. Like, I didn't know if it was going to happen for me. And sometimes that's a scary feeling. Like, you just
never
don't know
when your time
happen.
is, man. Look at you now. Look at you, man. It's like you just took a bag and started running with it. That's how you should do it.
Yeah, I really just said fuck it. I stopped caring what people was thinking. I picked up the camera, and it went from, you know, I remember when I first got my camera, people like, yo, what you doing with that big ass camera? Like, yo, you got a camera now? And it's funny how people's attitude change towards things once you kind of get in the flow. We're from, yo, you got a camera, what you doing with that camera, to, yo, why you don't got your camera with you? Yo, I thought you was gonna have the camera. I want to do this and that, right? And it's just funny how nobody really sees the vision but you. And that's something that Will Smith said in an interview actually at SiriusXM. He was like, following your dreams and believing in your dreams is like a scary thing because nobody's going to believe in it like you do. Nobody sees that vision like you do. Mm-hmm. So it's like, you might go to your mom, you might go to anybody. You might go to the bros right here on the pod and be like, yo, I want to do this. And even though, you know, y'all tight, they might not see the vision. And that's the scary part. So sometimes you just got to go 100 miles running with your vision. And if you fail, you know, you fail, but you got to go out fighting.
Yeah, absolutely. Now you were recently honored at a Lincoln alumni event. What was all that about?
Oh man, it was a huge honor.
Another reason I was hating.
I was thinking the same thing, but like, I was thinking the same thing, but at the same time, I'm almost one of those people that are like, you know, like we came up together, so I'm excited for you. But then they were like, he's the youngest one. I said, like, what am I doing?
Nah, man. Look, you guys, and I mean this from the heart. You guys all inspire me. Like, believe it or not, like I've been watching Bro Talk on Facebook. Like, even though I don't talk about it and I don't post about certain shit, like I'm very involved and I'm always watching. So just to get back to the award though, it was actually just an award honoring some distinguished, I guess you can say, Lincoln alumni and just people that are really kind of making waves in their field. And it was so humbling to me because a lot of the other honorees, I mean, they've been in their field for like 20, 30 years, you know what I'm saying? And really made an impact in the community and really are doing great things. So for me, just to share that stage with them, it's kind of like, I'm doing it for all of us, you know what I'm saying? I'm doing it for everybody that was in the sub in Miss Sims class. I'm doing it for everybody that was trying to figure out what to do with WWLU TV, right? When we were broadcasting like 20-mile radius, you're like, yeah, I don't even know if anybody can hear this.
The people not even listening.
Anybody hearing me? Right. But like I was telling you, like, you know, pre-production, that shit really went a long way. Like a lot of the stuff that we did, a lot of the prep for the show, you know, just coming in and being there and ready every day, it got me this far. So just to be honored by Lincoln and accept that award and to be, you know, the youngest to receive that award, it was super humbling. So when they asked me, you know, what I want to be honored, and I had to like draft a little kind of self-bio about myself and everything like that. And it goes through like the alumni committee. So they have to vote on this. It's just not like, hey, we pick him and just come out and get this award. It has to go through a couple of stages, and everyone that's in the Alumni Association in the New York Metro chapter, they have to vote you in for this. So it was a huge honor. I had my family there. I was able to accept the award and give a little speech. So
Shout out to the LU weatherman, Bilal.
Shout out to Bilal. What up, beloved? So it was a huge honor to receive that award, and I just, again, all you guys really helped me get to this point. I remember not being here and going on y'all page and saying, "Damn, what is he doing? How did he get there?" And it was just great. So it's an honor. It's still humbling. It's still a little weird for me to like talk about myself in this matter, but it's dope, and I'm glad for all the blessings.
That's dope, bro. Any more questions for my man Q, guys? It's late over there in New York, so we're gonna let him go. Q, we appreciate you joining us today on Bro Talk, man.
Yo, thank you, fellas. I appreciate y'all, and I will be tuned in all 2020 for the new season of Bro Talk. You guys are all amazing in everything that you do, and I hope to be up again soon.
Appreciate it, bro. Best of luck with Rock the Bells and all your photography ventures, and we'll catch up with you soon, all right?
All right, brothers. Take care, man.
All right, bro.
You too.
Cool. So that was dope. Guys, did you like that? I felt like that was very inspiring.
Yeah, it wasn't inspired or whatever.
What did you say?
I'm a little inspired by that. I'm like, oh yeah, sounds good.
Hell yeah, you gotta do some stuff, man. Make some moves. All right, we're waiting for Dex to finish paying his cable bill, and then he'll join us. In the meantime, it is time for the rundown. We all know the rundown is the place where we get to know all of the breaking news stories that happen each and every week. We're going to catch you up with what we missed over the break a little bit later. But for now, let's start you off with a little bit of Harvey Weinstein news. Bill, what's wrong? You don't want to talk about Harvey?
Not just Walker.
These tennis balls on the end of this Walker is sending me.
To get into that tennis ball? You see them tennis balls on the bottom of the damn Walker?
Lord help.
Flip.
What they done did to him?
What they done did? What he done did? What they done did? You know, when people, just like Bill Cosby, he ain't go blind until all them charges came out. So, it happened.
Right. And then
Harvey was treated for a concussion after falling and hitting his head at Rikers Prison, where he's living in a dorm style, ASL style living.
I got a kid.
The new building, apartment style living with 2 other inmates. But I was not feeling that Walker either. Not this BS Walker. On Saturday night, this past Saturday, Harvey reportedly fell over after trying to walk on his own. His lawyer says he's fell and hit his head, and he thinks he has a concussion. His head has been pounding since yesterday. So he was also, a lot of people thought he was trying to get off easy the first time he was, shipped off to jail. Because he was taken to a hospital instead of to jail the first time. Saying he went to Bellevue Hospital by ambulance immediately after being found guilty because he had chest pains. He had a 4-hour operation and put a stent in his heart, thinking that would get him to stay in the hospital until his hearing. Didn't work. They got him off that surgery table and took his ass right back down to Rikers. And now he is in a cell with 2 older gentlemen reportedly separated from the rest of the prison population. Guys, do you think that Harv is playing this? Do you think that he's just playing games and he's not really injured or hurt? You think this is all just a symptom of his guiltiness?
I mean, how convenient, right?
Realistically speaking, he's absolutely faking this. Like, he doesn't want to go to jail.
But he's in jail. So
no, I mean, but like this man is jail. Yeah, he's copping pleas. And then at one point he said, "I only want to go for 5 years." You don't get to pick and choose how long.
Only want to go for 5 years? Who says that?
That's not how this works, buddy.
I'm only willing to do 5 years. The rest of that, someone else is going to have to serve. Ty, Bill, anything?
I mean, he's not. I think he's trying to stay in the zone. Like, I don't think that I think he knows he's going to jail. But it's like, if I can avoid going to jail, I think I'll be cool. Right now, he's in, like I said, a little dorm style living. Probably got pictures on the wall. Another old, perverty fart probably in there with him. And, nobody's doing anything. They're talking about the children they messed with and the crazy mess they did. And he's trying to stay there as long as possible. He'll probably have that other old man stab him in the heart if he can stay a little longer.
We got a comment through Facebook. Bilal, he said, he's in the sweet spot in Rikers right now. It's a wrap for him once he hits general population.
He's not hitting that.
He's never going to be in general population. He's probably going to.
We don't get people off on this show. Look, we said
Not
Bill
make
Cosby
money
was going
long.
to die before he made it to jail. And look at him; he's still alive and
He's
hanging
doing
on.
it, Joe. He's doing it.
No, we
He
didn't say
might.
Bill Cosby. We didn't say Bill was gonna die before he made it to jail. We said he's not gonna make it out of jail alive.
He might. Look,
No, he
They
won't.
gave him like 6,000 years. Bill Cosby's like 403 right now.
He is going to die in jail.
Around, halfway can't see. Harvey, they gonna put Harvey in that general population, and they gonna wear him out. Harvey got a lot of money, see, so he.
well, Bill Cosby has a lot of money. He was going to buy NBC. He was going to buy NBC. Remember?
One got a little clearer skin than the other one.
Shakima said Bill not in jail. Where he at then? If Bill ain't in jail, where he
Prison
at?
system was meant for one person and not the other. So they gonna tie Harvey up in something real cute, and he gonna end up in one of them little camp cupcakes like Martha Stewart was there. You know,
No, Martha Stewart was still in money. Harvey Weinstein was still in something else. Like it's a different story in the Me Too movement.
Speaking of the Me Too movement and stealing other things, Kenneth Perry, who is, if you don't know, Nicki Minaj's husband, he's also a sex offender. We talked about this when she first started dating him, but apparently he got arrested because he didn't register as a sex offender in California, which is where he is now living. I don't know how this slipped Nicki Minaj's lawyer's mind, but apparently it did, and now it's back in the news.
just like her brother slipped her mind too, right? She's been having a whole bunch of little pervy slips lately.
His original case was for attempted rape by force or fear back in 1995. He was accused of raping a 16-year-old girl. Nicki Minaj, of course, has taken up for him previously on this instance. She said he was 15, she was 16 in a relationship, but go off internet. Y'all can't ruin my life. Y'all can't even run your own life. Thank you. Boo. Guys, do you think Nicki should be getting the bad rap for this? Or, I mean, it seems like she's going to get it regardless. Like, it's not really her fault, but she's going to take kind of the fall for this, right?
I mean, she's always defending like this. Like first was her brother, now this guy.
Those kind of people. Say it.
I didn't hear you.
Those kind of people. Go ahead and say it.
It's really weird. I'm like, it's like weird that you're finding yourself in this circumstance again. Having to defend the sexual behaviors of people. Like I don't know why she had like, oh, go off, y'all going to do whatever y'all. It was back when he was like, just don't say anything. I feel like you should stop saying stuff at all. Like let him defend himself. Why? I mean, he got a Twitter on this.
Yeah, I mean, Nicki, but the thing is, Nicki is so popular, like that whatever is around her
that is going to make it worse. She's so popular that it's going to make it worse.
Yeah,
like, it's not going to help the situation.
It's associated to her now, just like if same thing happened to Cardi B, or same thing happened to any celebrity that's huge, like the level Nicki Minaj is. Like Nicki Minaj is an icon as far as female rappers or rappers in general. Like, so it's hard to say that, you know, saying someone that she's two people that she's close to, you know, probably the two closest men in her life, honestly, because I don't think she has a relationship with her father. So it's her brother and her husband. So those two men are both convicted of sexual deviance or assault or whatever you want to call it, and she's copping pleas for it. I think it's a bad look, and you got to disassociate.
I would be more empathetic for Nicki if she wasn't defending Bootcut Kenny against me and trying to make these excuses for him. Brother, you get what you get.
Ain't that what we gonna call him, Bootcut Kenny?
Bootcut Kenny, that's what he is from now on. You know, I'm on the east side.
We're going to keep the jail train rolling with Tekashi 6ix9ine. But good news from the Tekashi 6ix9ine front. Apparently, he has a release date. Guys, Tekashi's coming home. So you don't care? That's your boy. He'll be released on August 2nd, 2020. He served 24 months of what was it originally? 69?
Like 69 years he was supposed to get.
69 years sentence that he was supposed to get. So he will be released in August of 2020.
I think I really feel like they want him to die. Like they plan on
he's probably going to witness protection.
Yeah, but if he's going to witness protection, why would they put his release date out publicly? If you're trying to,
that's not true. He wouldn't be going anywhere.
Want him to get killed.
They want him to die.
Well, maybe that's the date they're telling the public.
No, that's the day that he's getting released.
Well,
that's what it is.
You don't know. Maybe that's the day they tell him.
But like, even flaunt the fact that he was supposed to get so much time, and like you had to do a significant amount of telling on other more important criminals.
I mean, he was snitching.
Reduce your sentence down from 69 years to 2 months.
Now, real quick though, because like this narrative of being like a snitch, I think we've addressed this on the show before, but like I think this really needs to be like said again. Like so, like I watch the news every single night, and like since we've been doing this show, like I go back and forth with the whole snitching thing, and like in Tekashi's situation, he's 100% wrong because you were a part of this stuff, and you guys all got caught in it together. And actually, you were part of this stuff. You got caught. You got to deal with it because you actually did what you are being accused of doing. Now, when we say the whole stop snitching thing, there are people in Philadelphia right now who literally shoot up blocks of people. There's a 13-year-old boy who got shot in the head. Like, I don't think that's snitching. Like, if you see something with these situations, you need to say something. Like, that is a problem that we have this mindset, and we keep saying it and putting it out there, whatever. And I think we got to take the rap world out of our real lives and really like focus on what's happening in real life. Like, kids are being killed, women are getting killed, older people are getting killed, people who have nothing to do with this stuff, they're being killed. And we have to stop.
The problem with what a lot of people have with Tekashi is that he wasn't snitching to help anyone. He was snitching.
Tekashi's different. Like
I'm in agreement with that because my definition. Like if you and I do something and I get caught and I'm going down for something that I did, like I'm not going to drag you down with me just because. But it like
you were both wrong.
If I didn't do something, you came and you shot up my block. I'm telling on you. Like you can't come. I'm telling on you. You can't come shoot up this block. Like
you'll be a tattletale.
Absolutely, I'm telling on you. What do you think you're doing?
I just think it gets a little clouded because like we see this stuff happening. Like I'm not in Philadelphia, but I'm close to Philadelphia. So like when I see on the news, they're like,
we gonna get?
They're like in broad daylight. They show a video of some guy like shooting up a block, and they're like, if you have any information on this, please let us know. Nobody says anything. Nobody sees it. Nobody knows.
Literally, there are certain areas in Philadelphia where people, like students, are getting out of school and people are shooting up the block.
Yes,
like and parents are like picking up kids and getting shot and killed right before they're picking up their own kids, and people are looking around like, "Oh, I don't know who did that. Oh, well, if you come shoot up around here, I'm going to know exactly who did it."
That's insane. I just had to put that out there.
I think in Tekashi's case is a little different. Like I said,
it's very different.
100%.
The only person he was trying to help, he wasn't trying to help.
He got caught for something he did, and he trying to sink the whole ship. That fool is going to get what's coming to him.
And 100%. Like I think when Tekashi gets, I'm not gonna say the man should be killed, but when he gets out, if he gets beat up a little bit, like that's on him. I have nothing to do with that. I could care less.
I want to know if we decide to rob the Bro Talk Bank and I get caught, I'm not telling none of y'all. But if y'all rob the bank and I wasn't there and I'm going down with y'all, I'm telling y'all going down because I didn't do it.
All right. Well, speaking of getting beat up, as Dex was talking about earlier, the baby, the baby's been a problem for a minute. Like we like him, but he seriously has some character flaws. And
ghetto.
He's very ghetto. It's very ghetto. If you haven't heard the latest story, the baby was in a club, waltzing around inside of said club, and all of a sudden he just started swinging on people. As you can see, he's walking here. You'll see him come up in some red. The baby's in the red here, and he's walking up. Someone puts their phone in his face, and he ends up slapping the person in the face. Because of said phone. The slap ended up being to a woman. And apparently the baby says that he did not know. The victim told the cops that the baby got the wrong person when he smacked her because she explained it was the woman next to her that had the camera all up in the baby's face and not her in the first place. The baby is implying that he thought that the girl was a dude. That's his whole defense. He thought that the girl was a dude. He couldn't tell the difference between, whether or not she was a girl or a guy because she was shining a light on his face in an incredibly close range.
And so he just started swinging.
He started swinging. He goes on to acknowledge that he was wrong in any case. saying that this is something he signed up for when we decided to become a rapper, so he should know better. Are we giving the baby a pass for this, as we've given him a pass for other instances?
I'm gonna pass him on the court for a lawsuit.
Well,
absolutely giving the baby a pass.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Here's why.
Why?
When people do things like that, like first, like you have to understand that he's a person. Don't go wearing my face out with no daggone light. I'm gonna slap you too. Like you deserve to be slapped. And if it wasn't you, why are you standing so close to the person doing it?
Well, what do you mean? You can't help it if someone is doing it.
The person who's doing it.
Yeah, that's not their fault. I mean, if she's in a crowd, like most rap concerts are, a big ass crowd, and if someone's shining in the face in a superstar's face, you're going to tell them to stop. Like, are you going to be the person that says, "Oh no, don't do that"?
He got the swing, and didn't that phone come down?
No, you just stop it.
If it's a DaBaby concert and I'm there and somebody next to me has a phone now and he's walking through, I'll be like, "Oh, can you put that down? Because I don't want him to hit me." Like, yeah, it's probably a good idea. You know, actually, to be honest with you though, this is odd because like I attended one of his concerts fairly recently, and
you was about to say I attended a DaBaby concert and you couldn't get it out. I heard you try.
I was there. I was down on the floor, whatever, and he jumped off stage. And these people really do like start grabbing at him and pulling and stuff like that. So I can see how
stay your ass on the stage.
But I'm saying I can see how he can get frustrated because even I was looking at it like it's getting a little too like hectic over there. So I had to like move back or whatever. I was like VIP and I was like, let me just move out of the way real quick before I get like trampled or whatever. And
so my thing with stuff like this is like,
hold on. Some people are saying they couldn't see the video, so let's just show the video one more time, Ty, and then we'll get your reaction. So here's the video.
That little subtle, that humble brag. I see you next. That little humble flex.
He's in the red. The phone lights in his face, and he smacks her right there. So the baby said that the phone touched his face.
He hauled off and smacked her.
He hauled off. He definitely hauled off. Definitely hauled off. You see the phone touch his face. Bam. Smack.
And deserved every moment of that haul off and smack.
Oh my gosh.
Deserved.
No. Here's the thing. Like this is like you have seen famous people before. Like you knew what being famous looked like because you've seen other people do it. So if that's something you were interested in, then don't do it. It's really that simple.
Yeah, and all jokes aside, violence against women is just not necessary. Like honestly, like Todd just said, you've seen how famous people deal with certain things.
Thought it wasn't done.
Has literally been sued for getting out of his car and putting his hands on a male fan. So what did you think was going to happen to you doing it to a female fan?
Well, he thought it was a male.
Out of his car, walking through, and somebody accosting your eyesight is a completely different story. Like
so if you're at work, if you
put my vision in jeopardy.
So if you're at work,
if you feel like your safety is and you're scared that people are accosting you with the light, then have security walk first.
I absolutely agree with that. Have security walk you through first. But do understand, if you put a phone in my face, I'm going to haul off.
Well, nobody's scared of your phone. Nobody's near you.
Chris Moreno, never getting a pass. You are not a groomed celebrity, let alone rapper, if you can't handle a few cameras and a crowd of hype females.
That's the difference.
I agree.
A groomed celebrity. Back in the day, artists and celebrities were actually groomed for what they do. There was a difference.
Well, you make too many excuses, and I don't like for that.
Well, it's just like
out here. I don't like that.
Okay, put them on my face. I will slap the hell out of you.
So if you're at work, and somebody puts a phone in your face, you gonna slap them? So you're gonna lose your $9.17 an hour job because somebody put that.
$9.17. Girl, you came back bald and with jokes. Okay.
It is time for Q&A. Who does this segment again?
Usually they're not here, so who knows?
Oh, you blew it. Welcome to Q&A. This is the point of the show where you bring your terrible part of your life to us, and we do our best to Iyanla and fix it. What do we have?
What do we have today? Here are the category.
Category.
You like that?
Sorry.
Death.
Corona hype. 23andMe. Spirit animals. Oh God.
Jason done named these things something crazy.
There are a couple of short ones now. People are writing short ones, which is interesting.
Oh, as we requested.
As we requested. I could tell you the two short ones are death and spirit animals.
Okay, when you die.
Wait, not just short, but what's
I think
good?
that's interesting. We should talk about that one.
The death one's interesting.
Let's do death then.
It's a good conversation piece. We'll see. Here we go.
Ooh,
Oh.
that's real short.
Would you rather know when you're going to die or how you're going to die? Huh. Well, would anybody like to start first?
Mm-hmm. I think
Let's do another one. I don't want to do
I
that.
think I'd rather know. I think I'd rather know how. Because if I know how, then I'll know when. Kind of when. Like if I know,
that's not true. That's not true because like think about it. If you say how, then it's just kind of like say they just say it's going to be a car accident. And then you can't drive. You can't get in the car, and you. It's just too much.
But then, as long as you don't get in the car, you know you won't die. So you can pretty much do whatever you want outside of getting in the car and be.
You can't. But that means you can't be in a
car comes flying through your window while you sit in the box at home, and now you're dead because the car flew through your house.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say, you're in the car.
I'd rather not answer this question. Let's do another one.
I feel like if I know how I'm going to die, like for instance, if someone says I'm going to die by a shark attack, then if I just avoid the water, then
then what, you're gonna live forever?
Not true, Jason. Because then you go to the aquarium or something freaking happen, and then now you got a shark in your living room. You dead.
I mean, it can, but I'll live a lot better knowing.
Or maybe your death was a premonition, and it was a shark attack on TV, and you had a heart attack.
A heart attack from the shark attack.
Yeah.
I would rather know when. I would much rather know when because I can plan and get my affairs in order.
They're gonna fuck your head up. They're gonna sound, I want to know when. They're back tomorrow.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Hey, well, I already got my obituary and the entire service already planned out.
Really?
I do.
Can I read it? Can we read it next week? Can you bring your obituary next week?
Yeah.
We're going.
The only thing I don't have though is I don't have the picture I want. Like I got a picture, but I don't have the one I want. But I will email it to you all, except the bald one down there. And
why the fuck do we want to see your obituary? What is wrong with
you? I want to read it.
What type of arrogant piece of shit are you?
But like, you don't even have life insurance, but you got an obituary. So they're gonna be doing fish fries to bury you.
Here you go.
They're gonna be doing fish fries to bury you, but yet you got your hymns all picked out.
Excuse me.
Wow.
Just because you part-time at Popeyes don't mean that we all ain't got no life insurance like you, Baldy. Okay?
Well, you got a life insurance policy?
I have more than one.
Who is it through? Name one. Name one organization that it's through.
The Department of Defense.
Go ahead. We'll wait. Who is it through? Citizens Bank?
You don't need to wait, sis.
Okay.
It's through the Department of Defense, the United States Army. That's two of them right there. Number 3 is from the School District of Philadelphia.
So before you joined the Army, you didn't have a life insurance policy? I guess you gotta have one.
Do you need to keep going? You need the life insurance policy.
You shine tires for the Army. So why would you
Corona hype?
23andMe.
Y'all getting nasty.
Y'all getting too nasty for us. Let's move on. Jason,
next misses me. Misses me. He don't know how to act.
Will misses me. That's why he keeps talking to me.
You lovers can have your quarrel later. We're trying to do a show here.
Let's do either Corona hype or 23andMe.
Just throwing
Corona hype
because we'll just never.
The coronavirus
is the thing, guys. Are you scared? I'm kind of scared.
I'm going to read it in Trump's voice.
You should be scared.
I'm a small business owner, and I understand all the concern over the coronavirus. But people, enough is enough. I have an employee who said her other job is encouraging people who may be symptomatic to stay at home. She says she thinks I should implement a similar policy for my employees. But that's not realistic. First of all, my business is a hair salon.
Donald Trump has a hair salon?
The best one you've ever seen in America, folks. And we can't cancel appointments we already have with customers. Secondly, everyone could easily say, I got a little cough and get a free pass for the day. That's ridiculous. This isn't China. Yes, her other job is with a large corporation, but I can't afford to stay at home. I can't afford her to stay at home just because she has a little tickle in her throat.
That tickle sent you? That tickle caught you?
That's it, with a throat. She's threatening. Oh boy, she's threatening to quit, and I really don't want her to. How can I assure she's overreacting and just?
I don't think you can assure her that she's overreacting. Like that's like the definition of overreacting. You're never going to assure a person who's overreacting that they're overreacting because they don't agree with you. Like, because that, I mean, yeah.
I mean, but you have a little small business like a hair salon. I get it. I mean, the lady might work at a big corporation like Walmart or Popeyes or someplace like that. I mean, I'm not trying to diss the person, but they work at a big corporation who have these policies in effect. So I can get how that's not necessarily a good business move for a hair salon. First of all. Second of all, it does not. I don't know if this person is white, black, blue. You know, that's what racist people say. I don't care if you white, black, blue, yellow, purple. That's what they look.
I'm gonna love you all the same. I'm gonna treat you all the same badly.
But apparently, coronavirus has not been affecting blacks.
Is that true?
Yeah. Seriously, I have not seen one case or heard of one case of an African American or an African or anyone of African descent. The only person that caught it in Africa was a German person in Egypt. So.
Are they sharing the race with like of the people that like a real fact?
No, but that's how you know it's nobody black. If it was somebody black with that, they'd be like the black man who lived in
a black ass all over.
Also, I saw a map of the coronavirus the other day, and like there's no cases in Mississippi, which I think is so odd because if there's any state, never mind.
Is there any state what?
Listen,
that's your hometown. You can't keep dissing Mississippi like that.
This is like the Black Plague. You ain't heard nobody in Africa die from Black Plague.
And that's why they still had to put black on it just to make sure that we got some sort of credit.
We got a piece of it.
See? Got a piece of it linked forever, right? All right, cool. Anything else you think this person can do besides nothing? Letting her quit?
Put two hand sanitizer stations up. Like they did in the school district. Like I was supposed to do something.
Groups of hand sanitizer in people's hair. Like, what is that? So gross.
And have a hand wash tutorial.
Groups and gobs.
And when you hear a customer and they cough, put their ass out until your employee's leaving.
Go on the wall with a mask.
All right, Bill, where can they submit questions?
You can submit questions on the Bro Talk live page. Click the comments. The link that leads you to questions. Listen, we are taking questions.
You fumbled that.
Do send us questions. We enjoy the messy parts of your life.
Fumbling and bumbling. I feel you.
I'm telling you, it's crazy.
All right, it's time for just a time. We're gonna play a little game called First 2 3. It's a play on words because the game is the first to three. Whoever gets the first to three gets 3 questions right wins. I have specifically curated each question to each of you guys. First 2 3. Dex, you like that? Shut up. All right, Dex, you're gonna start. Actually,
I liked it, but I just thought the explanation of it. Like, I mean, come on. But I forgot you have a toddler, so that's how you like.
All right. Here we go. Dex's question is for you. The impeachment hearing was based on Joe Biden's son's interactions with this foreign government.
Ukraine.
Oh, Dex has 1. These are all stories that we missed while we were out, by the way. The answer is
these like serious questions.
Not
Dex,
really.
you better know your countries.
I just thought Dex wouldn't know the country, so that's why I asked him that one.
Ooh.
I told you he's all specifically curated. Number 2. This is for Ty. This freedom fighter is forever immortalized as Wakanda Forever on a new credit card. Who is this freedom fighter?
I'm not supposed to know that.
I know who it is. I think I know who it is.
This is a real credit card by One United Bank. Who's on the cover?
Can I steal?
No, you can't steal.
I'm not supposed to know. I don't know.
Just guess one. Freedom fighter. Guess one.
No. I don't say yes at all and be wrong.
Can I guess?
Okay, it's first to 3. So if you don't guess, you just don't get a point.
Let me just guess before you reveal it. Then.
Go ahead, Deck.
Is it Rosa Parks?
No, it's actually not.
Is it Harriet Tubman?
Harriet Tubman.
Absolutely is.
It's always one of the other between. Why they put Harriet Tubman with Wakanda?
Why do they do that? What is that supposed to be?
Our limited edition Harriet Tubman Visa debit card is a symbol of Black empowerment.
No, I don't like it.
And who's using the Harriet Tubman Visa card?
I don't like that.
I don't want that.
Is that what it is?
When you need to buy your ticket to the Underground Railroad, you're going with my Harriet Tubman visa.
Weird.
I'll respect it, Harriet, but I'm good off that. I don't want that.
What were you saying, Ty?
They're supposed to put her on a bill, and we get a dusty ass.
What if she showed up on that $20 bill with Wakanda Forever? They're like this.
No, I'm not pleased with that. No, I would have never known that. First of all,
Can you imagine?
Harriet Tubman on a Visa card. Like what?
White people would do that to us. Like they would
They
definitely.
this out in Black History Month, I think we would be like here for it.
Right.
That's a bit much.
That's stupid. I'm protesting that.
All right, Bill, this one's for you. This world famous comedian was caught accosting his personal trainer, asking him, "Do you have a house?"
I know this one. Nobody can give me this one.
Curated, specially curated for each person. What part of that didn't you get?
How annoying are you? Like I know that one.
Q said Harry Tubman throwing up the Bronx on a visa. It's crazy. For real, the BX.
I'm sorry. A comedian asked their trainer if they have a house. Kevin Hart.
Good job. Good job, Bill. And for video of that conversation, here we go.
Rich? I'm not rich. Do you think you're wealthy? Everything stops today. You can live ever? Nigga, I work every day. I said if everything stops. Stop! If everything stops today. Fuck me, fuck everything else. I've had money before you and gonna have money after you. Fuck everything. If everything stops today, can you survive? Yes. You're a liar. Yes. What the fuck are you talking about? Nigga? Do you have a home? I make more money on training. Do you have a home? What are you talking about? Do you have a home? Tell me. Do you have a home? You are dumb. Just say yes or no.
Just say yes or no. That's so rude. Like that's so demeaning. Apparently, he was saying. Apparently, this is for his little documentary special that he talked about cheating on his wife with. And in this particular scene, he's claimed that he was empowering him to get a home and to think about things like having your own money and stuff. Because what if Kevin Hart died? So that's why he tried to flip it. I didn't get any of that from that little conversation.
No, it was very ridiculous. I'm surprised he didn't get hit.
Very nasty and very rude.
It was very nasty.
Nasty.
All right, Dex, you're up next. Here we go. Antonio Brown. Dex, you have 1 point. Bill has 1 point. Tie 0. Antonio Brown was shown on camera throwing a bag of blank to his child's mother.
Dicks.
You're absolutely right. The correct answer is dicks.
Yep.
Throwing literally a bag of gummy dicks to his wife. Dex has 2 points. Good job, Dex.
Where did you get gummy dicks?
Yeah, like why do you own that?
He went out and specially purchased those.
And purchased them where? Why would you even know? Play that joke on someone, I would not know where to get a bag of dicks.
I'm sure you can buy a bag of dicks on
Amazon probably, or
I want to look it up. See if you can get
Spencer's.
There's no way Antonio Brown went to Spencer's. Actually, he might have. He probably did. You're right.
I would say it's Spencer's.
With Spencer's, you can get a little bit of anything.
All right, this one is a layup. This celebrity called a national renowned journalist a funky doghead bee.
Is that Snoop Dogg?
It's Snoop Dogg. Good job, Ty. Good job. Ty has 1 point.
Why are you so sophisticated on here? What are you trying to do?
He was on Red Table Talk because he had to address it afterwards.
That one.
He had to address it on Red Table Talk. This is the original comment Snoop Dogg made. Viewer discretion is advised.
We expect more from you, Gail. Don't you hang out with Oprah? Why y'all attacking us? We your people. You ain't coming after fucking Harvey Weinstein asking them dumbass questions. I want to call you one. Is it okay if I call her one? Funky doghead bitch. How dare you try to tarnish my motherfucking homeboy's reputation, punk motherfucker. Respect the family and back off, bitch, before we come get you.
Sometimes that wasn't the first time he said respect the family and back off like that. Seems like a line. Saying.
You know when you out past your curfew or your mom FaceTime you?
Can I call her one? Can I call her one? Who gave him permission to call it though? Like he
like he said, "Can I call her one?" Like
I call her one.
Yes.
So clearly gave him the permission to do so. Thought that was a little strange. All right, Ty has one. All right, Bill, you're trying to stay in the race for two. Oh, also, sorry, I forgot to get to this part of the whole story. Bill Cosby wrote from jail on Instagram, praising Snoop Dogg for his words towards Gayle King. Snoop, when they brought me to my gated community and placed me inside of my penthouse, they didn't win, nor did they silence me. It's so sad and disappointing that successful black women are being used to tarnish the image and legacy of successful black men, even in death. Are these people that in need of fame, ratings, and or money? On behalf of myself, Camille, and my family, thank you, and my heartfelt prayers are with Kobe and his family, as well as with Michael Jackson and his family. May their legacy live on forever.
At this point.
And apparently he uses hashtags. Hashtag thank you, Snoop Dogg. Hashtag bet on black legacy. Hashtag stop tearing down black men. Hashtag enough is enough. Hashtag Kobe's legacy lives on. Hashtag Gianna's legacy lives on. Hashtag Michael Jackson's legacy lives on. Hashtag Bill Cosby, far from finished.
Was that at the bottom that say hashtag pudding pop? Is that what
No,
and he said far from finished.
That's gonna look.
You are definitely not that one.
You finished, brother.
All right, Bill, this next one. This socialite model recently tattooed the name of her kids in size 58 font on her forehead.
What? Who the hell would know?
I know this one.
Is that Amber Rose?
Yeah.
Socialite and model recently tattooed the name of her kids in size 58 font on her forehead. Amber Rose is your guess?
I know that tennis ball head anywhere.
I see it. 100 years pixelation.
I know that. Listen, I put that thing together.
And you're absolutely right. Amber Rose.
Oh, no, sister.
Jesus Christ.
Look how crazy she looks. She took a picture of Mariah Carey.
Wait, do you remember what the caption was with that picture?
What did it say?
She said, one of us are a world-renowned singer, the other one's a hoe.
Gosh. Do you like the face tattoo?
You didn't look that bad, actually.
You don't think it looked that bad?
She's had work done on her face, though.
Has she?
That ain't the same little tennis ball jawline she's always had.
She's like Mariah's little sister.
They do look similar.
All right, Bill. All right, Dex, you can win the game here.
What?
I mean, first to three. He's gotten the first two right. Here we go. This couple didn't last very long. It was bada bing, but then it evolved to bada boom.
Little Fizz in April for the win.
Clearly. Look at them daggone point back there. Look at that.
Boom.
Keep them ears anywhere.
Also, what happened while we were gone, R. Kelly's girlfriends got into a little fight, got into a little tissy. We'll take a look at the action there if you missed it.
Oh, he don't like that. He don't like men. You just told on your own boyfriend. You just told on your own boyfriend. You like grown ass men in here. That's disrespectful, Zell. You know that's wrong. You know that's wrong. This is his house. You disrespectful. You're so evil. I'm not evil, baby. I need to protect myself. I need to protect myself. Say that shit. Joy, you were sleeping with me. It's the fire.
That phone sends me every time. The little phone shaking. He beat her up. That's literally fisticuffs, ain't it? Ain't that what fisticuffs is?
He beat her up in that video, but there was another video where she destroyed the other girl.
Joycelyn is actually in jail, I think, still because of this. Azriel has gotten to be with her family and gotten out of the claws of R. Kelly. Also, we don't need to catch up on this really, but Beyonce sent clothes to all her favorite celebrity friends. Shout out to her. And this person was accused of taking Simon Cowell's side over Gabrielle Union. We all know who that is. Terry Crews.
I met Terry Crews while we were off too.
This documentary introduced us to a true ride or die chick. Anybody have a guess who this one is?
Aaron Hernandez.
Aaron Hernandez.
Oh, this person wore a Kappa shirt.
Boosie.
Lil Boosie.
Boosie
badass.
And then the next thing we have is Dex's BS report.
All right, guys. So, huh?
I said, look at the glee on your face.
Right. All right. So one thing Jason alluded to it earlier in the show, like something people have to take serious, something that's really big in the news right now is the coronavirus. So I'm going to do a full BS report about the coronavirus. There's so many false things out there about it. Like black people can't get it. We don't know if that's true or not. But there's a lot of crazy things that are going around about the coronavirus. So I'm going to tell you 3 stories about the coronavirus. One of them is an absolute lie. The other 2 are true. All right. So the first story is that the coronavirus is the largest growing porn genre. It currently has over 112 searches per minute for new corona-related porn content.
But what would that entail?
So I'm glad you asked that. So basically what it is people dressed in hazmats and like, you know, with masks and stuff like that on, and they'll come in. One of the ones that it's written about, because I didn't look it up. One of the ones that's written about.
Don't lie. You know, yeah. Allegedly.
It's written. It says that a group comes in to check for the coronavirus, but what they find is a naked lady, so they end up doing a gangbang with her.
Oh my God.
Yeah, while they're still wearing their mask and all that kind of stuff like that. Story number 2 is WrestleMania is upon us. And one of the big things that's been coming out is that they've been trying to cancel all sporting events. And they're saying like if it's over 1,000 people, like that crowd probably shouldn't be there. After they canceled South by Southwest, a lot of other people in Coachella, a lot of other organizations started to make decisions. And WrestleMania is one of those things. So there was a man in Florida who decided, WrestleMania is in Florida. It's in Tampa, Florida. There's a man in Florida who is suing the WWE for not canceling WrestleMania and exposing him to the coronavirus. Mind you, WrestleMania has not been canceled as of this reading, but he has a suit in to sue them for exposing him to the virus. He also has a separate suit in against Vince McMahon for he's citing lost wages for canceling WrestleMania and him losing out on 3 Airbnb rentals in the Tampa area. And then the final story is they're looking for human guinea pigs to test the coronavirus. So they're saying if you will come in, you let us infect you with the coronavirus, we'll pay you $7,000. We want to monitor you, try to help you, obviously, but you know there is a chance that you might not make it through. But if you do this, you will be given $7,000. You'll be quarantined for 14 days, and you'll be on a strict diet, and you're not allowed to like work out. Those are Dex's BS reports. All right, so what's true? What's a lie?
The second story I think is true. You can't sue somebody for canceling WrestleMania. Like, girl, what are you talking about?
I think it's
well, he has 2 suits. He's suing them for canceling it, and he's also suing them for not canceling it. So like either way it goes, he has a case.
I wish Sean Love. They can pay me that $7,000. I'll take it.
I think the last story is saying is I don't think they're doing the guinea pig thing.
Tied with the guinea pig, Jason. What do you say?
I'm still saying too because I don't think I'm talking about the Airbnb part. I know how you get a little technical, so I think that part is false.
Okay, and Will,
I just don't even know. I just don't even know.
Going with the third is a lie.
What was story number 1?
Story number 1 was the corona porn.
I don't know. People are crazy. I believe they're looking at that.
I believe they're looking at that.
Absolutely.
That's so weird. Like he would come up with something stupid like that. But
he came up with that one last time.
It's also you can believe people are crazy enough to want to see. But I'm gonna go with the 7th.
I'm gonna go with story number 2 as the falsity.
I'm going
with story number 2.
Jason said story number 2. Todd story number 3.
We got
on the test was a lie. Okay, so 2 and 3 basically. All right, so the lie is story number 2. They are not so there's no WWE story out there yet. However, I did read a report that they are thinking about canceling WrestleMania for this year.
They canceled Coachella.
Yeah. And
I mean, they could have canceled Coachella when all the people got herpes last year.
Well, yeah, there's that.
Well, that's nothing new for Coachella. People get herpes every year.
Or people need to stop getting. Never mind.
All right, so they are really doing coronavirus testing.
Yeah, it's in London though. In London. They're doing coronavirus testing, and if you decide to get there, you'll get $7,000.
That's where the Black Plague started. Next thing you know, 60% of Europe smack out of here.
I also think it's interesting that people are willing to do that too.
I would do it. Hell yeah, because it's what I've heard, what I've experienced as far as the the reading of materials. It only affects people with weakened immune systems. It doesn't affect children.
Okay, y'all got coronavirus over there because they done docked all the boats over there.
You're going to find out you had some shit in there you had.
It doesn't affect children. It doesn't affect blacks. So, I'm good.
Okay, Jason. This is why we gonna get rid. This is why California is gonna get out of here anyway. This is why y'all gonna fall into the face of right into the ocean.
I do have 37% white, so we are kind of testing the water there.
Neanderthal, you out of here.
Giving it
Neanderthal, and they're giving you pennies, sir.
That's exactly what Shaquem was saying. Giving y'all pennies to die.
Yeah, like $7,000 to possibly die.
That ain't nothing.
It's not you're not going to possibly die. There's been.
It literally says in the thing. It says the article literally says you have to sign a waiver in case you die. Your family can't sue.
Oh yeah, okay. You have to sign a waiver to do to jump out of a plane. That doesn't mean you're going to die. You still have to sign a waiver.
And they're going to be testing some other stuff on you while they're at it.
The AIDS.
So you just coronavirus.
While you at it, let me see how syphilis is going to affect them. But yeah, I got it.
They gonna hit you with that MERS, the SARS. Bird flu wine. You gonna be dead as a doornail before the end of day one.
I'm gonna cook up a new virus and I'm released from the ice caps is melting. Let's see what they see if that's it.
All right, time for seats. Bill.
Tie.
Oh. Time for seats.
I don't remember why we switched that out, but it's time for
because you were bad at reading.
Because I was bad at
and you were always really angry when it came to seats. You always gave really good stories for your seats. I cleaned that up.
Okay, well, I'm bad at this too. I don't want to do anything. I quit this job. Oh, it's time for seat. And if anybody has a seat, give one. Starting with Jason, because he's 37% white.
My seat's going to go to AT&T. So I moved this past weekend.
Pay the bills.
And I've definitely paid it. Actually, I'm not going to pay it because they pissed me off.
Yeah, of course.
I know that's right.
It's ridiculous. So we moved this past weekend to maybe 3 miles down the road. So before that, I'm very proactive. I submit all my paperwork ahead of time as far as, transferring all of my accounts and, putting the move request in for, my AT&T service and stuff like that. And so we get to the new place. It's Saturday. They say they're going to come out between 8 and 6. They don't show up. So then they send me a text message saying, "Oh, your thing is delayed. It's going to be till 8 o'clock." I said, "Okay, cool. 8 o'clock. I'm not that mad about it. I get it. I'm tired anyway. They can come whenever." So they don't come at all. They don't send me a message or anything. Sunday comes rolling around. I hear nothing. So I have to call them. They say, "Okay, someone's on their way. They'll be there between 8 and 6 again." I said, "Oh, funny. Okay. Well, I'll see him today. I'm not too mad. It's only a day. I'm all right." Nothing happens on Sunday either. Sunday night comes and goes. It's 9 o'clock on Sunday. So I call AT&T up. I lay them out a little bit. And they say, "Okay, well, we can hook you up with a personal hotspot through your phone," you know what I'm saying? Because it's cheap. It's a plan that you already have or whatever, and you can just add that and use the personal hotspot until your internet comes. I said, "Okay, cool. A couple of days, not worried about it." I called today. They talking about they're not gonna be out there till Saturday.
Ooh.
Girl, it's Tuesday. I've already been inconvenienced. Why am I being made to wait 6 additional days? Like, that's ridiculous. That's completely ridiculous and outrageous. AT&T, I'm not paying the bill this month. Y'all can keep it. And I expect it to be fully compensated.
William, if this was us, we would have cussed them out the first time. Right.
Yeah, you give a lot of chance.
You got it.
And
you gave them way too much.
Do you want to call them and get me service tomorrow?
No. They don't talk.
Please,
nothing for you.
Please forward me the phone number. I will have you service tonight.
Tonight?
You'll have service by the end of my phone call tonight.
Oh, you bring your ass out here. I'm not sitting here waiting. Like, you're a pushover. You're like,
I'm not a pushover. It's just that
you are a pushover.
I've worked in customer service. Like, I understand what it's like for people to yell at you for something that's out of your control. So I don't want to go off.
Not when I'm yelling at, excuse me. No, I'm yelling at somebody that got the shirt on because ain't nobody. If y'all was as sorry as y'all keep telling me, I'd have what I needed. Oh, okay, that's what I thought.
That was at 37% acting up. Now you got
Just let me go.
All right,
No,
Bill. So I'm gonna give you the number, my account number, so you can go ahead and.
Absolutely, and I'm a matter.
Nobody's taking that boy serious. Well, you're gonna call doing all that mess, and they're gonna hang the phone up on you.
Didn't you have me call Comcast for you? Oh, okay.
Ooh, Dexter was using the services. Dexter was using his services.
Absolutely, because I'm not about to get up there and act no fool with nobody. I'm not gonna do it.
I should have said that. That's what I should have done.
My question is, did it work?
They don't
Yeah,
trust
you
my
know,
house,
and
girl.
you know it worked.
Where did Desperate Housewives live? What was that little street called?
Wisteria Lane.
That's where I live. Don't you play with me, Shakima. I live smack dab in the suburbs. No reason not to trust me.
Oh, checks cashing over there, huh?
You know they are.
A well-to-do neighborhood.
New job, new neighborhood, new tax bracket. Ty, you got a little.
All right.
Oh, sorry. I'm like, oh yeah, I am doing that. I thought you were talking about my job, my neighborhood, my tax bracket. Do I have a seat? Yeah, I think people are being a little bit ridiculous with the racism part of the coronavirus. And it's a little bit ridiculous. Like, I was in line, remember this, I told you because I was complaining. And then I noticed that the lines were like wrapped around the corner. First, people are like ransacking stores and like busting things open. Like, I went in and things are like busted open and things are like knocked on the ground. I don't understand why people are doing that. That's one thing. The second thing is, like, there was like these long lines wrapped around the corner, and there was this poor Chinese lady in line, and there was only like one or two people behind her. And I'm like, y'all are being ridiculous. Like, you're trying to avoid this lady. I know what we're doing here. And I thought it was very ridiculous. And I don't want us acting like that. You need to you need to stop.
No, we don't, because they acted like that with us with Ebola, and they ain't want to say. No,
You said Ebola. Low key, they do that on a Friday night. If you walk in on the same side of the street, they're gonna cross the street to get away from you. So, look, everybody gets a turn. Everybody gets to smoke here and there, and then that right now it's your turn.
I was like, shit. I know one thing. I'm getting this line for her ass because nobody else wants to. But it was ridiculous. Come on, people.
I mean, it is ridiculous, but everybody has to get their turn. It's only right.
I actually have a seat for Walmart on tonight. So mother and I, we went to the movies, to the cinema, and then on our way back, we stopped at Walmart. Today's my aunt's birthday. We're going to send some money to the Western Union or to the MoneyGram, whatever. So you have it tomorrow. How about this woman at the daggone Walmart going to say to us that she wanted us to sign an agreement for some rules that they don't give to you until after you tell them that you agree to it.
Wait, what?
What?
Like, what kind of foolishness? So we got like some money. We gonna send it over, right? And so they
like
say,
overseas?
all right, huh?
You send it like overseas?
Yeah. So we say, all right, they're like, all right, can you agree to these rules and regulations? And we're like, well, what are the rules and regulations?
We'll tell you.
They're like, oh, just agree to them, and then we'll print them for you after you agree to them. I'm sorry, what now? Can you print me the rules and regulations so I can read them and then tell you whether or not I agree to them? Oh no, we don't do that. You gotta agree to them and then we'll print.
Well,
you can hand me the.
I mean, usually when it comes to like cell phones and stuff like that, they'll put the terms and conditions on there. Y'all don't read that anyway, so I guess they figure.
Who don't read it? I have every single term and condition emailed to me.
Well, you read the terms and condition on your cell phone contract
for every single thing. For everything. Ty's been with me. I read everything.
Well, I've sold you a phone. You don't read everything.
I did read it. I sat there and read it. Like what?
What he do? You told him to sign on that little pad, and what he do?
I said sign this pad, and I can give you this phone. We'll sign that pad so fast. He has no idea what was in that contract.
No, I did. I read that contract.
You think I'm about to sit here and let you read a contract in front of me? That's never happening.
And you went in the bank and got that phone.
I don't read stupid stuff like cell phone documents. But if it's something important, I'll read through the whole thing. It's really annoying. Because they be waiting, and I'll be like, oh, you can wait.
Dex, did you give a seat?
No, but I do have one now. My seat, really quickly, I'm just going to give it to the Democrats. Like you guys really suck. Like, I just don't really get it. Like, what are y'all trying to do? And I think that what I don't like is this scam that's happening. Like, Bernie Sanders was scammed out of the nomination. Because when Buttigieg and Klobuchar, when they dropped out, and Bernie like basically lost last week's Super Tuesday, you would assume that all those votes that he got would have went to one of the two of them, and nobody was ever going to vote for Pete Buttigieg or Amy Klobuchar. No one was voting for them. So how does Joe Biden all of a sudden surge in the polls? Like, that is a scam and it's a setup, and I really hate it. And I don't even think Joe Biden is that good. And what I hate about this is that it's going to turn into the same thing that it did 4 years ago, where we're looking at Joe Biden, we're like, he's not even that good, same way we did Hillary Clinton. And then it's going to be like, all right, well, let's see who's worse, him or Donald Trump. And it's going to be a lesser of two evils conversation. And then people are not going to come out and vote. And then Donald Trump's going to win again. And we're going to be upset. You guys shouldn't have scammed Bernie Sanders out of it. And I'm not saying Bernie Sanders is the best, but like the way y'all did him was BS. Like, it just wasn't even fair. And it just sucks that you, as a party, you guys just cannot get it together.
Just a reminder, this whole narrative that people weren't able to vote for Hillary, she still did win the popular vote by 3 million votes. There's that.
Bernie's too old to win it right now. He missed his vote. That man had a heart attack like 2 days ago. He's a Skittle and a cheeseburger away from giving up the ghost.
Well, where's Trump? Did you see that Surgeon General coming on and saying that that Donald Trump is healthier than him, despite the fact that he gets less sleep and gets less exercise? I was like, what?
Look, when the checks cash,
the checks are cashing.
He's cashing Trump checks.
Literally, Trump checks. Because you had to pay me a couple of dollars to go along with that joke.
I just don't think these people realize that when they do this stuff, like, it's a scam. Like, you can't do that. That's illegal to lie like that.
Just want to stay with them.
Take care.
All right. Anything else for the folks?
That's all I got.
All right. Cool. Shout out to everyone who participated and watched this week. We appreciate it. Shout out to Q Quincy. Follow him on Instagram and Twitter at WitnessNYC. We appreciate him joining us, giving us insight into MSG and the whole New York Knicks James Dolan Spike Lee scenario. Don't forget, check out the podcast during the week if you've missed this show. And also, we're back with our social media stuff. Music Monday was on Monday. Dex, you really like that?
Yeah, it was really good. It was really good.
Some songs, which was good. Throwback Thursday is coming up as well. And are we ever going to redo the Motivational Monday or Transformational Tuesdays or
Wisdom Wednesday?
Wisdom Wednesdays.
Yes, I will be back starting tomorrow. Actually, Wisdom Wednesday will be back tomorrow.
Sponsored by, we'll say the book name.
Sponsored by my book, Wisdom Wednesday, the book. You can buy it on Amazon. Like, it's really exciting because I wrote a book. Like, I wrote a book.
Absolutely. For Will, for Ty, for Dex, my name's Jason. We will see you guys next week on another edition of Bro Talk Live. Have a good week.